I didn't even capture it. I just tore this apart and tried to make some flowers out of it. My son was in a play, and I had to take the sleeves off and tear some collars off because he's a peasant boy, and so I'm going to use this to make flowers. You probably saw a whole lot of nothing before. I'll fix that. Anyway, this is what I did. I'm going to tear the sleeve right down, all the way down, and I unbutton the collar. I'm going to take the button off, and then you get a large piece of fabric. And I'm going to unstitch these right here, and I'm going to use that on something too, since I have it. And this is that itchy kind of fabric, and so I just want to make some of those carnation flowers out of it. And so I'm going to trim some, let me see, some 4x4 pieces. I'm going to cut some 4x4 on this cutting mat here that I have under here to make these dies. Okay, I have my die, and I'm going to show you how to do this. You need to fold it twice, and this is how it's going to come out correctly. Make sure the fold is facing you and facing the, how is it going to do that? Hold on. Okay, I just had to turn it around. Okay, the fold is facing me and is facing, it's like a L. The folded sides are L's. It's here at right close to this, and it's facing towards me. Now the edges, you want to make sure that this is on the edge of here and this is on the edge right here, because you want it to cut the whole way. And then if you don't, the die becomes way too big. Just place your plate on top of it. Okay, whoops. Make sure everything's even and straight. Of course, I have to show you how to do this the absolute 100% way. Hold the top and run it through. Oh, see? And now it's beautiful. It's just a little caught on this end, but much better than I have done. I just snip it off a little bit on the edge, and then you have this wonderful, but you want to keep it folded. Keep them folded like this. Now we're going to go through that 4 times. I'm going to make 5 of them. So we fold it, then fold it. Make sure that it's L, and like a upside down L. So just make sure that's there. Make sure this is on the edge and this is on this edge. The folds are lined up with the dies, so we can get this party started. Can't believe I just said that. And then we run it through. Just hold it on top, just run it like a regular die. I as long as these are on the edges, you should be all set. You should be able to just, it's a little cut there, but other than that, you've got two beautiful pieces, and then we'll fold them up in quarters after. So I'm going to do that 3 more times. Hello. Now I'm folding these, you know, this is the full open. Fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Then you get this little diamond shape. Right in front of the little point there, right here, the point. I'm taking my big bite. You can use your little corner crapper if you have, and poke a hole. There it is, beautifully. Right in front, just like, come on, zoom in, just like that. So you want to do that to all of them. 6. Oh no, that's 7. Okay. You have this in thirds. And you take the needle, you take it, you go through, and then just tie a knot in it. As it's in thirds. I'm going to go through it one more time. Okay. Now do the same with the next one. Go through both holes all the way through. This one doesn't want to go. That's alright. It's on the inside. Since there's so much excess, I'll just tie a knot. Why is it doing that? Just don't pay attention to the excess. It will eventually fade away. Just go through all the holes. Make sure it doesn't get snagged. Just makes going through all this material easier. Do the same, just keep adding. Make sure you go through the holes, if not it's going to be harder for you to go through all this material as you keep adding. Ugh. Okay. Yep. Biscuits. Okay. Do the same, go through all the holes, and then through this one. Make sure this thread is over there so you can go right through it. So that this will be my 6. See, I'm adding 7 flowers. Go through all the holes. Sounds like I'm saying hose. I'm not saying hose, I'm saying holes. Can you tell the difference? Okay. Now the last one. The last one I'm gonna kind of, okay, it needs to be on this side. So I'm just gonna like add, like I added these two, and then I'm gonna go through all the holes and this hole. I hope you can see this. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little. In. Okay, again. So I'm going through all the holes and I'm gonna knot it. I'm not crocheting it, but when you have to go through all the holes and then the holes, you know how they say that when you crochet. I'm gonna do it again. I'm going to go through all the holes and I'm going to make a knot. See, it gets hard even when you're going through all the holes, and if you didn't put the holes in it, you know, it'd be a lot harder. I'll just keep doing that until I don't have any thread left. Sorry. Through all the holes. See, it's getting harder to go through the holes, even with the holes. So that's when you know you're pretty much almost done. Just make sure these last few are nice and tight. Hole. Go through all the holes. That went through smoothly. Knot it up, make it tight. This will be the last time I go through the hole. Okay, I just want to make sure when I open all of them, through there, and a nice tight knot. Now you can do that. And then you open them up. Just open all of them up. Go through all of them and just open them up, because they're nice and tight now. Just open them all up. Ooh, I'm liking it. Okay, and this is fabric, and you can I want mine flat because I'm going to add it, but if you didn't want it flat, you could just, you know, make it so that it's not flat. But I want mine flat like this because I'm going to put it on the ground. Now I use 7 of those. Just keep doing what you gotta do to make it look the way you like it. Okay, now here it is. See, this is 7. This is what it looks like when there's 7. This one I did and used 5. Next step, let's get it here. See if I can get it any closer. It's so close. Okay, there you go. I'm going to add some Mod Podge just on the edges because it curls it up, makes it a little thick. You know, it really does give it a big difference. Not a whole lot, just a little bit on the edges. You don't want them to stick. You know, you want to make sure they're open.